Hi, Beethovens. Okay, most of you I have already gone over Spring is Here with in your lessons. At least the introduction, at least the first measure. We've talked about the first measure in your lessons. Um, so I'm gonna really quickly review that, go over a few more tricky spots, and then I will just play through the song so you know what it should sound like, and you can also eventually play along after you've done some really good practicing. But the most important thing to realize about Spring is Here is that it is more difficult than French folk song and even Goose and Fox because we have a lot of skips in our fingers. We're not going to be going in the order of a scale. We're going to be skipping around. So keep that in mind. In order to do the skips well, though, you don't have to walk your fingers yet. Use the other fingers, put the other fingers down to help know where the next finger will be. Let me show you so it'll make sense. In the first measure, we have 4 notes. They are D, then F sharp, then A, and then high D, okay? So it's gonna be first finger, D, third finger, F sharp, first finger hops over to A, fourth finger, D. Just so you know, that is a D major arpeggio. If we played all of those 4 notes on the piano together, we would get a beautiful D major chord. This is a very important thing to practice, this arpeggio. So let's play it slowly with half notes and I'll explain. So first just listen. So play open D first, and then check that your first finger's in tune. Do that multiple times, however many times you need to do it to make sure your first finger is in tune. Yep, they match. Okay, so I'm going to do half notes. So we start on D. Then for F sharp, put your second finger down, E, then your third finger, F sharp. You know that they're both whole steps away, like this. Nothing close. We should have whole steps. So F sharp, then we go to E string and our first finger hops. Make sure you're hopping high enough. Then for D, fill in the notes. Do a scale silently, B, C sharp, D. For D, we have whole step, and then squeeze together the half step. Okay, so that is how you do the arpeggio. Now let's do it slowly, slowly. I'll stop after each note and give you a little time to set up your fingers. Here we go. Here we go. 1, 2, D. F sharp, ready, go. Hop over to A. Fill it in whole step, half step. Do that arpeggio so many times, like 8 to 10 to 12 times, until you feel like your fingers are starting to get used to where they need to be. Okay, let's do it again. Let's do it again slowly. Ready, go. F sharp, high A, hop, fill them in. You can even go backwards. When you cross the string, go 1, 2, 3, F sharp. We won't be actually playing it backwards in the song, but it is just a good practice so your fingers start to learn where they need to be. It just creates the muscle memory. Okay, so pause the video right now. Go practice that arpeggio, just those first 4 notes, not with this rhythm, not with the rhythm in the piece, but just half notes. Yeah. When you're starting to feel a little bit more comfortable, then we can start the song. So you can see we have a dotted quarter note, then an eighth note, another quarter note, and another quarter note. So for the dotted quarter note, you're going to hold this for 1 and 2. You're going to hold it for 3 eighth notes worth, right? And the eighth note right here, the F sharp, is going to get the and. So once your fingers know where they need to go for intonation, it's going to sound like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Oh, I forgot to say, then the last 2 notes, the A and the D, A and D, are quarter notes. They're just regular quarter notes. So think of it as 1 and 2, quick, 3, 4. Okay? The eighth note is going to be a quick bow. Here we go. We'll just listen to how this will go. Ready? Here I go. 1, 2, quick, 3, 4. Okay? Let me play measure 1 and 2 now. Measure 2, the rhythm is quarter, eighth, half note. Sorry. So 1, 2, and 3, 4. Okay, here is measure 1 and measure 2 together. You're going to need to look at those notes in measure 2 and plug them in and learn. Measure 1 and 2. 1 and 2, quick. Okay, we're at measure 3 now. This is tricky right here because we're going to go, at this point, we want to start to know where that 4th finger should be. Like you need to, for the G, in measure 3 we have a G, that is 4th finger. Right after the G is A with our 1st finger. So this is a lot of hopping around. Make sure your arm comes around for the G like this. Yeah, you see that my hand is high enough so that my 4th finger can have this shape. Okay, so let me just play these notes like half notes. So let's ignore the rhythm for a second. It's G, 4th finger. Then my 1st finger is going to hop to the A. And then I go back for F sharp, 3rd finger, then back to D. So it's 4 finger. Again, I'm going to play this again, measure 3. 4, hop to 1. Go back to 3 for F sharp, then hop your 1st finger back to the A string for 1. It's a lot of hopping around and it's a lot of skipping around, okay? Practice any of these measures that you're not sure about your intonation or if you're really hitting the correct note. Practice any of these measures with just half notes, as just half notes, and just that measure. Isolate the measure and just play them as half notes. Then, once your fingers get used to where they should be, then put in the rhythm. So, if I was just going to play measure 3 again as half notes, it would be G, A, F sharp, 1, 2, 3, and then 1. Now, let's play with the rhythm though. This is how it sounds. It's the same rhythm as measure 1. 1 and 2, quick, 3, 4. Okay, here we go. 1 and 2, quick, 3, 4. Then measure 4 is just nice and easy. Half note, E, D. Okay, box A is a little bit simpler. When the next 4 measures from box A are simpler. They are a little bit more like the scale. It's going to go, box A is, then hop your fingers over 1, 2, 3, 4, G, then 3, and your 1st finger is going to go to the E string, so just very quickly for the A. me play that again. Box A. F sharp. Quickly to E string for high A. Back to F sharp. Okay, and then it repeats. The third measure after A, that's on line 2, is the same thing. It just repeats. Then when we get to box B, you already know this. I hope you already know this. I think I explained it to everybody in your lesson. It's just the beginning. You're on repeat. It's this part. 1 and 2, click, 3, 4. It's the arpeggio. Fourth finger to G, swing, swing, swing. And 2, click, third finger. Okay, I'm gonna play the whole song for you now. It's not very long at all. I think it's 12 measures. Let's see. Yeah, it's 12 measures, not that long. Here I go. Okay, I'll do slowly. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. And 1 and 2, 3. 1 and 2, click, 3. A little softer, mezzo forte. Okay, I'm going to play it one last time, very last time, without any talking, just so you guys get used to how this should sound. Here we go. 3, 4, and. Okay, can't wait to hear you guys play this either at your lesson this week or later in the summer.